Hello viewer, if you want to know the full story behind Rebirth Superman facing off against the World Forger, then here's what I have forged for you. Disclaimers first, please support the official material. Stuff I show here is for informative purposes, and spoilers. On with the show. For sources, I'll be going through the Justice League 6th-dimensional storyline. Individual issues will be listed. In the Justice League 6th Dimension arc, there are two argued feats here for Rebirth Superman, where both the New 52 and Post-Crisis Superman have merged. One feat is where Superman is argued to have broken out of the pocket dimension, and the next one is of Superman punching the World Forger, supposedly being argued as a multiversal feat. For context, the source wall is broken, and Perpetua, a powerful 6th-dimensional being, is causing trouble. Several events later, the Justice League are in conflict with another 6th-dimensional being, the World Forger or Alphaeus, also powerful, but not as much as Perpetua. Early on, Superman is trapped in a pocket dimension created by the World Forger specifically to trap Superman. Forger reveals the suns in this pocket dimension or galaxy give Superman just enough light for him to subsist. He also reveals to Superman of the light or portal to the Cosmic Garden, which is essentially a plane created by the World Forger for his ideal universe. Regarding Superman breaking out of Forger's pocket dimension, he managed to reach all the suns that were moved by Batman, which restored and amped up his power. Superman presumably goes through the portal to the Cosmic Garden, where he eventually knocks down the World Forger and stops his plans. We learn Batman moved those suns first to avoid suspicion from the Forger, but also give Superman a chance to escape, which he did. And as Superman is traveling to the Cosmic Garden, there is the statement that Superman's approach is felt in every dimension, along with his will and anger. Based on the story, I believe this more describes Superman being present in all 6 known dimensions. And yes, he is definitely shaking the Cosmic Garden on arrival, but given the reactions from Lois and Forger, it's clear they initially didn't know it was Superman arriving, and thus, obviously, Superman's will and anger were not literally felt across every dimension. Worth noting is that the 5th and 6th dimension are described as abstract concepts while having physical realms of their own. And there's no indication that those physical dimensions felt Superman's presence. Superman was shown only traveling from the pocket dimension into the Cosmic Garden. And of course, as Superman is traveling to the Cosmic Garden, he is present in the 3 dimensions, and of course, since time is passing, he is present in the 4th dimension. And in the story, he is shown seeing visions described to be what's in the 6th dimension, and later on, the astral forms of John and Jonathan Kent next to Clark when he's punching the Forger appears to fit the 5th dimensional concept of imagination. Given these factors, it's more likely than not Superman being felt across all dimensions meant that he was present in all dimensions. Furthermore, there doesn't appear to be any evidence that Superman physically broke out of Forger's pocket dimension. This is given that Forger had a portal to the Cosmic Garden in his pocket dimension, and as Batman moved the suns away, there was no indication of anything being destroyed, only moved. Next, regarding Superman punching the Forger, many claim it's a multiversal feat because he destroyed Forger's Crisis Anvil. This, I feel, is not proof enough of that, as while the anvil is the main component for Forger to create the multiverse, it is not an actual multiverse. Forger explains he had to hit the anvil with his hammer to create the new multiverse, where Superman clearly stopped him before he could bring down his hammer. What we can reliably infer is that the Crisis Anvil and hammer required at least drawing energy from the Prime Earth, where Forger could strike down the hammer and create the new multiverse over the current one. Forger made a deal with Mixie to unmake the fabric of things in the Prime Earth to acquire the energy able to power up his hammer and anvil. Now, some statements and panels show Mixie was in the process of unmaking reality in the Prime Earth universe, but Forger, in his own words, stated that unraveling the Prime Earth was enough to power the hammer. This suggests Forger only needed to extract energy from Prime Earth. Now, we know Prime Earth, while messed up, is still intact when the Justice League return, and it's explained Batmite and Mixie were fighting for a week, so it's possible there was a cycle of unmaking and remaking the Earth, and it's clear Mixie was defeated, explaining why Earth is still intact. Side note, back in Action Comics number 781, the Prime Earth was stated to be the Earth linking all the different DC realities or universes together. It's possible Forger needed the energy gathered from Prime Earth specifically to try recreate his own multiverse, after having travelled to several other universes before and not doing so. Next, knocking down the World Forger itself is an impressive feat. Forger is a sixth-dimensional being, known to have possibly created all life in the DC multiverse. However, the fact he needed the Crisis Anvil and extract energy from Prime Earth to create the new multiverse suggests he has limits to his power. This could be due to Forger's cells stated as unable to exist or directly interfere with, as I interpret it, the lower dimensional planes where all our main DC characters reside in. And this is probably what prevented Forger from creating a new multiverse at will. Despite this drawback, Forger has reality-altering powers, which allow him to interact with several different universes, where he handpicked what he thought were the best versions of the Justice League, among others, in his Cosmic Garden. Other feats from Superman we can confirm are that when weakened, he survived Forge's strike that created a large shockwave spanning larger than the small planet's diameter. Superman shattered a small planet with a single leap, and he was able to very quickly absorb energy from several suns, likely at the speed where light takes several hours to catch up. In conclusion, with the World Forger, we can conclude when Superman is amped up by several suns, he was definitely shaking the cosmic garden, destroying the anvil that contained all the energy from Prime Earth, and he knocked down the World Forger with reality-altering abilities, allowing him to interact with several universes. And finally, when weakened, Superman was able to survive an attack that caused a large multi-planetary shockwave, shatter the planet with a single leap, and can absorb energy from several suns fast enough where light takes hours to catch up. Of course, that's all just me. Read the full story and make your own judgments. Okay, that's all for today. Hope I have hammered home all my points across. Thanks for watching, and hope to feat you again.